You think you know what's going on in your life. You don't. I don't mean that as an insult. I mean it as a diagnosis. I used to hear people say this all the time. You should journal. Books, podcasts, successful people, therapists. And I did what most of us do. I filed it away. I thought, yeah, that's probably true. I should do that at some point. I'll get around to it. And then I didn't journal for years. Not because I didn't believe it helped, but because I didn't understand how much it helped. I didn't realize it was a game changer. I didn't realize how much better it would make me feel, or how much more clearly it would help me understand my own life. Our lives are ridiculously complicated, way more complicated than we think. We're juggling work, relationships, finances, health, identity, pressure, and uncertainty, all at the same time, and almost all of it lives inside your head. We assume we're processing it well. We assume we have a decent handle on what's happening internally. But what we're actually doing is running on autopilot, moving from one fire to the next, one obligation to the next, one distraction to the next, reacting, not observing. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your entire life only exists in your head, you don't understand it nearly as well as you think you do. Your mind is not designed to be a storage unit for unresolved experience. It's designed to react, to prioritize urgency, to keep you moving. That's why everything feels noisy, why problems feel tangled, why emotions blur together, why you feel a constant low-grade pressure without knowing exactly why. Journaling does one simple but powerful thing. It externalizes your internal world. The moment a thought hits the page, it stops being a vague feeling and becomes something you can actually look at. Now you can examine it, question it, reframe it, or let it go. That alone reduces stress. Not metaphorically, literally, because ambiguity is stressful to the nervous system. Clarity is calming. Here's what surprised me the most. I didn't realize how much better I would feel afterward. Not motivated, not hyped, just lighter, calmer, clearer, more oriented, like mental static had been turned down. I finally understood what people meant when they said journaling helps you process. You're not thinking more, you're thinking better. And there's another rational reason why this works. Your memory lies. It edits. It compresses timelines. It exaggerates emotion. It forgets insights you already had. On paper, you start seeing patterns, recurring fears, recurring conflicts, recurring self-sabotage, recurring questions you keep avoiding. That's feedback. And feedback is how systems improve. The biggest realization for me was this. I thought I knew myself, but until I started writing consistently, I didn't realize how little I was actually seeing. Journaling isn't about documenting your day. It's about interrupting autopilot. It's about creating just enough space to ask, what's actually happening in my life right now? What am I reacting to? What am I avoiding? What actually matters? If you want a better experience of life, you need better internal visibility. Journaling is the simplest, lowest cost, highest leverage tool I have found for that. Not because it makes life perfect, but because it helps you stop sleepwalking through it. And once you see clearly, everything becomes easier to navigate. That's the rational case. No hype, no spirituality required, just clarity.